this is the history of the $5 tan, including all these other locations across. Back in 2007, there was a place which was, there were 3 places here in the Riverdale Coon Rapids location. This Starbucks used to be a Bruegger's Bagels, and then there was a Dark Tan and an Emit Dental. You probably can't see, but I think that's what it says. Then in 2008, Bruegger's closed in 2008, just for good, and I think they got moved to the Blaine location. Emit Dental was still open, and Dark Tan was still open. Then in 2009, you can see Emit Dental closed in 2009 or 2010, and it just became nothing in 2013. And this used to be Bruegger's Bagels, and then in 2013 it became Dickey's Barbecue Pit. And there's a Dark Tan right here, which has been there since a couple years there. Dickey's Barbecue Pit closed in 2014, and it became Starbucks in 2015 or 2016 or 2017, something like that. 2019, you can see in 2019, Dark Tan closed in 2018 because they needed to do a name change, so now it became $5 Tan in 2019. And in 2021, it looks fine. 2022 looks fine, and 2024 looks just normal. This Smash Burger over here is actually permanently closed, but if you go back to 2007, it was formerly an Eddington's, which is basically a fashion and grill. I think it's a fashion gift shop with restaurant. And in 2008, it was open, and here in 2013, this place stayed open. Eddington's closed in 2014 because it didn't have enough money, so it became Smash Burger in 2017. And then this is what it looked like. It was open for a pretty long time, for several years, but as of now, it is permanently closed. But this is just an old picture before it closed down. And over here we have some of these other places right here. If we go back to 2007, there was a Pilgrim Cleaners, which had the original logo. And over there's the old Radio Shack, which was founded in 1921. And then this UPS store, I think, used to have this old school logo. And in 2008, you can see a lot of people going past it. It's been open. And then in 2013, UPS store got a new logo. And then Pilgrim Cleaners just changed their logo. And this Radio Shack was been open. You can buy a lot of clocks there. Radio Shack closed in 2015 because of bankruptcy, and he probably didn't have enough money to buy any clocks, and plus those clocks are too old and loud. So then in 2017, the old Radio Shack became Carpet King. And then in 2018 to 2019, Flooring Expo actually came inside the Carpet King, and it was bought by it. So Flooring Expo bought Carpet King, and then it changed to Flooring Expo by Carpet King. And in 2021, you can see it's the same, and they're still open, 2022, and this is what it looks like now. This original mattress factory here used to be a Blockbuster Video, including the Infinity Plus. So if we go back to, hang on a second, that's not what I wanted. If we go back to 2007, this original mattress factory used to be Blockbuster Video, and you can buy like old movies, and they have like new releases and stuff. And then in 2009 it closed, and then in 2013 it became Original Mattress Factory and Infinity Plus Credit Union. Then in 2017 you can see it's still open, and you can still buy mattresses and get some money, and it's been there for about couple years, so yeah, no changes. And over here we have this old Denny's store. Denny's restaurant, sorry, yeah. This right here is the old Denny's. which was open, I think, in like the 60s or something. I don't know, but this is what it looked like in the daytime, and this is what it looked like at night. And then they've been there, and they have free Wi-Fi, and this is what it looked like. It's been open for pickup, and as of now, the Denny's is sadly closed. I thought they were going to be building Caribou Coffee, but nope, they decided not to. I might call them and see if they can request it, but that's okay. And over here is this Taco Bell over here, which they just changed their logo. So if we go back to 2007, it was originally called, the sign used to say Taco Bell drive-thru. 2008, it said it. 2011, it was like this. 2013, it was like this. 2016, it stayed like this. They just changed it to say Taco Bell breakfast. Then 2017, it still says Taco Bell breakfast. Then it said Taco Bell, and it said that since 2019, and as of now, it changed to say Taco Bell breakfast, but changed their logo. So now it got a new logo in 2016, and this is what it looks like now. This Holiday gas station was formerly a Phillips 66 gas station, but I can't find any old pictures of it because Google Maps came out in 2007 as well as the Street View, so you probably can't find it because I can't find any very old pictures. But I can still at least explain it. I can explain it. So yeah, this used to be Phillips 66, but I can explain it. So. But yeah, it was a pretty old station, and then it sadly closed down, I think in 2000, and then it became this Marathon gas station in 2007. In 2008, you can see they changed their gas reader, so instead of having the plastic numbers, it's electric. In 2011, you can see they kept it electric, and they've been selling a lot of gas here. And then it sadly went bankruptcy in 2012 and became a Holiday gas station in 2013. 2016, they had cheaper gas. 2017, they were still open. 2019, they kept changing it. 2024, and as of now, it's still open. I don't really stop to that one, but it's cool. And if you look over here, this Raising Cane's here used to be a Freedom gas station. So back in 2007, this was a Freedom gas station, and it was from like the 1960s, the same as Phillips 66. And then in 2008, you can see it had a couple customers. Not a lot of people stopped at it, but they were doing the remodel. In 2013, you can see they had a lot of cheaper gas. It was pretty expensive. They've been changing the prices. They ran out of diesel, so they only had unleaded. And in 2014, they still had no diesel. They were just selling regular gas because I think they stopped using diesel, or maybe they put it in their car and then it exploded. Then in 2017, it became BP gas, and then they stopped selling regular gas, and they were trying to convert it, but they failed. Then in 2018, it got demolished because of bankruptcy, and they probably don't have enough. Would have to pay a lot of grand to build the BPs, so it just left bankruptcy, and it got demolished, and it became Raising Cane's in 2019. And as you can see, as of now, for several years, it's now Raising Cane's. Now you can just get food now instead of buying food and fuel and getting car washes. Even the do not enter signs at the Freedom gas station have been rubbed off because it has been sunny since a couple years. The sun's exposure washed off all the text on the do not enter signs in the Freedom gas, but now it's all gone now. So, yeah. This Wendy's here is still open. They just changed their logo. So if you go back to 2007, that's the old logo. You probably can't see it because it's kind of in very bad quality. Here's the 2008 one. 2013, you can see it better. It says Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburger. That's what it used to be called. 2014, this is what it looked like. 2017, they did a remodel and they changed their logo. 2019, that's what it looks. 2021, 2022, and 2024, that's what it looks like now. So, yeah.